So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments.
I can't imagine what you mean. I paid my expenses.
Who you looking at? What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs when providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens, that no one decides to just burn everything in your store.
My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvia I'll get her money.
Jarvie is not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
I follow. See what's going on here.
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well. Looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
Is there a problem here, friend? Are these men threatening you?
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carter's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
Well, we could ask her what the Carter is. That sounded like a threat. I'll risk it. No, we can probably ask him what the Carter is. We're going to intimidate. No, take a good look. Do you really want to start this?
Whoa, whoa. All right, you win. I'm not gonna die for 10 lousy sovereigns.
Fior.
Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store. I don't know how to express my gratitude.
What do you know about this Jarvia person?
I've never met her, of course. They say she never leaves Dusttown. That's the older area of the city where the casteless congregate. She's the one directing this depravity. Since good King Endrin died, they're getting bolder. They used to be a problem only in Dusttown, but now they're in the commons, shaking honest men down for coin.
What do you know about her? What was it, Carter?
A band of casteless thugs. They're to blame for all the crime in Orzammar these days. They're criminals, and the children of criminals. The ancestors themselves declared them irredeemable.
So that it applies to their children as well?
Their births are abominations. They were born from no Kalna, with no acknowledgement by the Shapers. They are destined to be criminals. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm grateful for your help, but I don't think we have any more to talk about.
I concur.
As you...
Nug! Hip, deep, and mad nugs, our screams deafen their keen ears. We will be nug poop. Okay. The nug is an omnivore common to the deep roads, a hairless creature that is almost blind as well as completely docile. It spends most of its time wading in shallow pools as well as mud pits, feeding on small insects, worms, and, in a pinch, limestone and simple metals. Indeed, the digestive system of the nug is legendary, able to make a meal out of almost anything a nug finds on the cavern floors. Nugs reproduce rapidly, spreading into any niche within the deep roads they can find, and serve to support a variety of predators, such as giant spiders and deep stalkers. So too do dwarves make meals out of them. Nugs are, in the poorer sun portions of Orzammar, one of the most common sources of meat available. Some dwarves even domesticate the creature, claiming to find the creature's high-pitched squeaks pleasing. Oh, I don't want to... I don't want to... So many codices. I think we'll ignore them. Ah, there's Dagna. Should head over to...
Ancestors, guard my son, for he is lost in darkness. Mothers, keep him safe, for you know what it is to mourn.
Hello?
I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone.
What were you praying for?
My name is Vilda, widow of Turok of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Rock. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul.
Is your son missing then?
It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only Smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
Do you want me to go looking for him?
How? There is no way except to brave the Deep Roads yourself.
I'm a Grey Warden. That is what we do.
Warden? So you could do it. Only wardens face the Deep Roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers.
Take heart, good widow Filda. We'll do our best.
Please, find me as soon as you return.
I could hear you in the conversation, Nug. Is there an announcement how many I need? Okay, just as many as we get. Go in there.
Watch out for that puddle of whatever it is.
Lava. Tapsters Tavern. Okay, we'll head in there. Speak to Helmy. That's the Dust Town. We don't want to go there yet.
Outsiders? Good. Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down. Make them think we should open the gates for good. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for.
Why is your allegiance with Balin?
Not your business, but I see where the gold is. He's the traditional pick, yet he wants a new way, whether some like it or not.
Some say Balin killed his father. Do they? So you approve of all this chaos going on?
Can't find ore without splitting some stone. My investments are solid, I'll be fine. The Assembly has done us a favor. They've shown just how loose the sand is under our feet. It opens people to change.
I'm still going to be rich. The poor will be poor. Meh. Right. I should get going.
Your surface gold can come back any time.
But not you. Just your gold in a walking pouch. Oh, Nug. Hello.
Maker's blessing on you, brother.
I think we're gonna just instinctively. May his divine spirit always light your way.
Ah, it's a great pleasure to meet a fellow believer. I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar.
Don't dwarves normally worship ancestors or the stone or something?
There is resistance. It's obvious the world wasn't created by the mortal souls who dwelt within it. Yet the dwarves of Orzammar persist in worshipping their own forefathers.
Whose permission do you need to open a chantry?
The Shaper controls changes in Orzammar's structure and society. I need the Shaper of Memory's permission to open a prayer meeting.
Do you want me to go and talk to him for you?
Oh, I'd hoped you'd say that. I can see the Maker's hand on your shoulder, guiding you always.
If this chantry could help just one person as much as it helped me, it's worth any trouble.
Please let me know as soon as you've heard anything.
Right, so we should go and do that. Talk to everyone, I believe. I haven't been into Tapsters yet. Let's do that now. Here we are, returning to Tapsters. Well,
I once drank a thimble of dwarven ale, woke up a week later in Jada wearing nothing but my shoes and a towel.
Okay. Did not need to know that.
Trust Vala, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden we heard about. Welcome to Tapsters. I'm Cora, your hostess. How may I serve you?
I'm looking for someone.
Aye? Maybe I can help.
No, I'm not too fussed about meeting Ogren. In Garrett, there's no reason.
Suit yourself.
So I'm aware that Ogren's one of our companions.
Told him I don't understand why the provings aren't open to everyone. I mean, it's how the ancestors show their favor. Do they really need our help to decide who's worthy? And then he practically slapped me.
Lord Helmy.
Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns.
Oh.
You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden?
Oh, things are hardly equal on the surface themselves.
But there are those like you who see this with concern, no? Well, I've taken the time to actually talk to the other castes. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the assembly. Orzammar are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary.
So how does the caste system work then?
Badly. Oh, you're serious? Well, it's simple, I guess. The king and elected deshers of the assembly are at the top. Then it's the nobles. Then the warriors and all the craftsmen. At the bottom are servants. The casteless and criminals are below even that. Your caste is determined by that of your same-sex parent. And that's where you stay your whole life, whatever your skill.
It appears that Harrowmont is double-dealing you and Lady Dace.
Oh, well, I'd ask for proof, or why you care, but frankly, I'm so tired of it I'm not even surprised anymore. I don't even want the land, but my house would kill me if I turned it down. Responsibilities, you know. Now I'll have to go through the whole process of rejecting the deal. And we'll both have to try something else. I thought it was going to be a nice day.
Well, why did you vote for Harrowmont if you don't want the land?
I actually thought he was the better candidate. You must think I'm pretty soddy naive, huh? They're all the same, well-dressed, blood-sucking cave ticks. I'll have to inform Mother that Lord Harrowmont hasn't bought our vote after all.
Can I ask you why you think Lord Harrowmont's a good guy? It's far more useful than just... Oh, he's a good guy. Is that Dwarvish? Or is he just drunk? Oh, come on, game. That's just me, like... Yeah, we're gonna start. Yeah, we're gonna start a bit of dialogue just as you're leaving. Boo, I say. Boo. So we're gonna head to the Shape Route. We're gonna hand in the 3 nugs we have so far to Bormore.
Come on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell.
I've got a nug for you.
Saraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I found.
I've given him all of them. Oh, is that it?
You're the best wrangler I trust Vala, my nug wrangling friend.
Okay. His voice is familiar. Let's listen to it again.
I trust Vala, my nug wrangling friend.
Oh, I don't know.
Very well.
I think Bioware has like a loop, not a loop. That's not the right word. But a set of voices, voice actors they use. So there's
Lord Balin suspected of personally defacing statues of the Paragons. Shocking allegations abound.
No, I really doubt he'd do that.
A new offensive is required against the Darkspawn, says Lord Balin.
Yeah, accurate. Yeah, I mean, out of the 2 cries, I think the Balin one's sort of more kind of sensible and reasonable. Just bizarre. I thought it would be the other way around. Harrowmont's portrayed as the traditional, honourable fellow who's going to stick with tradition, regardless, because it's tradition, regardless of what it is. Balin's a bit more the sneaky, underhanded guy. Is like, no, that's a stupid idea. We shouldn't just follow tradition because it's tradition. We should see if it's a good thing.
Ah, you return, Warden. Is there more you would know from Orzamar's memories?
I'd like your permission to have a chantry open here.
That is an odd request, especially for one so new to our city.
I come on behalf of Brother Burkle, a cleric of Redcliffe.
I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition?
The charities would greatly aid. What harm would it do to let him preach? Would you rather wait for a human army to convert you? I'd like to see them try. I think you got to go down the charity route, because what harm would it do to let him preach? Well, if he's worried about people turning away from the traditions, and of course there would be great charities, because often where there's a great deal of faith. I mean, looking at the Church of England side of things. In the Church of England, the evangelicals, who are really kind of the evangelicals who kind of believe in the Bible and actually have faith and believe, are the ones who give the most money. And I think people with, in general, I think people with faith give more. That's in general, and that's a statistic that I think I've read somewhere, but I might be wrong. So yes, well, of course, the charities could greatly help Orzamar.
What sort of charities do you mean?
We'll educate children of all castes. That's the Shapert's job. Provide work for the casteless. There's no point. It could care for widows and orphans.
Traditionally, that is their extended family's responsibility, but sometimes people fall through the cracks. Very well, he may hold a prayer meeting as he requested, if not build a new temple to his god. At least the words would come from one of our own. Now, is there anything more?
Thank you for your time.
I will record this conversation in the memories. I hope I do not come to regret it.
I like that. What do you mean, bully? I'm not a bully. What's that? Bully. 5 different... I did not intimidate him. I did not. Persuasion. Boo. Boo. Romance Liliana. Yay. So we'll go and tell Brother Burkle that we've acquired permission for his chantry. And then basically most of our missions are now going to the deep roads. So we might be heading down to the deep roads at this juncture.
Lord Balin is the voice of change and defense. Lord Haramont is the voice of stagnation and ruin.
Then again, change isn't always a good thing, you know.
News of the hour. Support Lord Balin at your peril. Evidence suggests Lord Balin considering widespread military draft.
Because that's part of the come on, brain. Yeah, it's like, oh, change is good. Why? Because change and new things. But why are they good? Because they're new. That's not how these things work.